Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel.
Hi.
And we are the Gregs. And this is my husband.
My name is Greg.
And my name is Oluwakemi. And thank you so much for watching our other videos. We saw the love, we saw the comment, but thank you so much for keeping up with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So today we're going to be looking at a very interesting conversation, right? And that is what no one tells you about marriage. The main things that I did notice while we were, courting, but I didn't know that these things were going to be transferred to marriage. She likes to arrange things in specific places. So my wife can say she wants this pillow to be placed here in the house.
Yes.
If it is tilted like this, it's a problem.
But is that like OCD? No, it's not.
I don't know what, I don't want to put any terms to it. But I know you like it. So my point is that, babe, as long as if it is here and nobody's going to die or nothing will happen, then it's good.
Well, I just like to keep my, like, if I keep something somewhere, I like to leave it there.
You're not a single person. You're not living alone again. You like it, put something there.
That's it. So, like, when I put something somewhere, I think I learned that from my mom. Yes,
Mom,
because
I'll call her. I must call her. She must verify this information for me.
That's the truth. Because I learned it from her. If my mom keeps something somewhere, if you mess that place up, or maybe you change the position of the thing, she's going to know, and she's not going to like it. So I think it's something that I probably took from her, because at the end of the day, I just saw myself or started seeing myself behave that way. It's not, I don't think it's a bad thing. It's just someone that likes something to be placed in the right place. Don't change it. And this our young fine man he's not that kind of person. It's one of the things that we didn't know, or let's say during courtship, it's not something you got to really know. So
we're not living together.
Yeah, we're not living together, so we never live together. So it just started when we got married, and then let's say the first few months, there were just a lot of things that there were just a lot of things that you either have to adjust to the fact.
God gave me patience.
Me too. God gave me patience.
Say your own. Let me say my own now. Can you say your own?
God gave me patience.
Because
too.
Imagine having to deal with remembering where everything is and putting it back in it. So what I realized, right, is that it's a part of her, right? And she's very organized, more organized than myself. Yes, I admit it. I'm not afraid to admit it.
Okay.
Right? She's more organized than myself in terms of putting things together and all. I don't really, as long as nobody's dying, I don't really care about where things are, right? So I just realized that I had to adapt. And the good part of that is that he also made me to be more organized. At least he stepped up my game a bit. So me too, I'm now very conscious of where I put stuff, because, as long as
you're living with somebody that does the same thing, there's no way that they're not going to influence you.
So as long as that's what she wants, and she wants it that way, so that I'm not a troublesome person, I'll just put it there, arrange it properly, then everyone is okay, but it's fine. Okay. I've tried now, didn't I try?
I know so
we found the balance now. Didn't find the balance. That's the most important thing now. That's it. Anything
why are you not staring into my eyes?
Why are you staring into my eyes?
Right now, I can say, okay, we went from, let's say, like 20, and now we are 80%.
Yay.
So, because now the way I would have reacted to it before has changed. Now, like, I won't react that way. So I would just probably talk about it. I'll be like, oh, you forgot to move this thing back to where I get it. In a very nice,
stern way.
And Uncle here knows, and thank God.
Glory to Jesus.
That's the good thing about it. So another thing or should I say I noticed, is that when he is praying, you must not move around.
I knew that. So you're going to say something for that laugh to come out before. Don't worry, continue.
when he is praying, when my husband is praying, he does not want you around. To say, maybe you want to come and pick something, you forgot something.
I will forget something.
You want to come and pick something in the
I
room,
don't like distractions,
or
please.
you want to come and do this. No, he doesn't like it.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Really, it's
Who disturbed
really-
Jesus when he was praying on the mountain?
So he really didn't like people coming or me coming around when he's praying. He doesn't like it. It's like, Jesus, I had to like, I don't know. I think that's the one adapts. That's when the one adapts the coming, because it's now I'm still like trying, because where we used to live before, we used to live in like in a one bed. So he has to like, and he likes praying at night. So whatever you are doing, just make sure that you wrap up. Whatever I'm doing, I have to wrap up. If I'm in the kitchen, maybe let's say I'm in the living room and I'm doing something and I know that I won't wrap up till maybe 11, 12 or 1, and he has to go to the room to pray, I must not enter that room to go and look for anything.
I'm not a wicked person.
I must not enter the room to go and look for anything. He does not like it. Don't once you enter the room like this now. If you enter once, it might give you grace. Once you do the second time, uncle will be like, what are you looking for? So these days I've learned to, although now we're like in a different like apartment, so like we have like another room that he uses to pray. I don't even have any business in that room. So but sometimes I can't look for something that wants to
Why can't you look for the thing before or after the prayer time?
That's another thing now. So even when we're living in our one bed apartment, what I used to do is I'll make sure that if I have anything I want to like take from the room or anything, I just take them before, because I know that he doesn't like it. So it's just something that I just had to notice when we got married. Like I didn't see this and no one told me about it, and neither did he, although I knew he like praise and all that, but I didn't know that if you move around this problem. So I didn't know about that, and I can say now we're getting better. We're getting to know each other more, getting to know what each other doesn't like, and how to balance it. So the third thing that we noticed when we got married is
she likes her space. So look at it this way. She was a single lady for a very long time.
I don't understand.
What I mean is you were independent for a very long time.
Which one is single lady independent?
She knows how to take care of her
Because
corner. And again, she lived in the hostel for a very long time also. So you know that
I was the only girl.
You understand? So that my corner. Now
I have my room and my space, please. I grew up that way.
That's not the issue. Now the issue there is when we got married, right? She still wanted to have that privacy. That's my corner, my space thing.
Is it too much to ask for?
It's much, because my idea was that no space, no privacy. We're married, I don't have to have a personal place where I can run to, because we're supposed to like confide in each other when we have issues. So there should not be my space. That's why I would never support, even if you have 10 bedrooms in the house, husband and wife now having 2 separate rooms, and that is not possible. It cannot work. It cannot work.
He has been ringing that thing in my ears.
It cannot work. She doesn't have that problem. In fact, that's what she wants, if possible. Let's say we move to a bigger house and we have multiple rooms. She wants to have our own room with our own things. I'm like, it's not possible. My idea of marriage, I'm supposed to be in your face.
Why do you want to be in my face?
In your space, because
I
love you.
Keep your love.
No. So I had to deal with that, and we had to come to an agreement, because I can't always have to. To me, I see it like you still want to keep a part of your single life. That's how I saw it. You still want to keep a part of yourself. And Bible says that when two come together, they become one flesh. There's no one flesh and one flesh. It is one. We don't have separate lives outside. No, you can have your job, have your stuff that you're doing. But in terms of our oneness as a couple, right, we're not supposed to be separate. So me, I don't have to have my space. There's nothing like my space. On that thing, she likes my thing. So Look at this, my beautiful wife now. Let's assume she's arranging the wardrobe. I had to learn this the hard way, really. Arranging the wardrobe. She will arrange my clothes. These are your things. These are my things. You know, why are you drinking my water? Like, which one is your water? What does your water? What does your water mean? Like, we can have 2 bottles on the table. She say, "This is my water." In fact, she'll go ahead and mark the bottle of the water. She'll mark.
Do you have to cast me?
I'm not done yet. She'll mark the bottle of the water. This is my bottle. Don't use my bottle, please. I'm like, deliberately, I'll say okay, but I will
You still go and take
I will
it.
use it. Yes, I'm training you.
Don't train me. Don't train me.
We had to just find a balance, really. And the balance was that I had to compromise. I had to tell myself that, okay, there's some things that I know she doesn't like sharing, she doesn't like using. Okay, let me give her that space in that one. So, but not everything. I didn't compromise for everything.
Do you remember when I used to have issues with using the same toothpaste with you?
Let her say it again. She used to have issues of, she wanted us to have 2 toothpastes in the house. Not because, so that we can have different, see, the individuality was so strong that I had to adapt for some. But for some, I said, no, this one, see, toothpaste matter. You see, which one again? Bottled water matter. Toothpaste matter. I'll tell her that no, the same toothpaste. If you like, go any. That's not my headache. But the issue of bottled water or no more personal things, no problem. Have your bottled water, have your thing, have your stuff, no problem. With that one, But it took a while for me, honestly, to get to that point, and it caused serious issues, really, because it might be a small thing, but then it triggers something else, and God just helped us. See, nobody would tell you that the person will always be in your face. Nobody told her that I'm always going to be in your face. You don't have your space. I'm your husband. We just had to adapt and adjust to that. And it was fun.
Like, I've heard of couples that they will say they have issues with I think when it comes to the toothpaste, where you press your toothpaste
from the middle or from the bottom.
The bottom. No, I didn't even have that kind of issues, but my own was just that, okay, I wanted us to be using two separate.
As in, no,
two separate toothpaste.
It blew my mind. Like,
time I had to label. Like, it doesn't touch.
What did you label again? What did you label?
I think it was my bottle water. Because we eat on the same dining table, so sometimes bottled water can get mixed up.
What's wrong with me drinking your water? I don't get it.
It's my water.
What do you mean my water? What is mine here? That individuality, we're going to kick it out. It does not exist.
But we've gone from 0 to like 70 or 80.
Glory to God.
By the grace of God.
Amen.
Another thing that no one told me or no one told us is always having to, like, whatever decision you want to make, you have to consider your partner, because you're not alone.
True.
Again. So, and that was something that he had like terrible issues with. Me, it was like a little bit easy for me to like just blend and all of that, because right from when we were cutting, I tell him about virtually everything. If I want to take any decision, if I want to do anything, I talk to him about it. What do you think? Any advice and all of that. But he was so used to just take his own decision. That's the end. Like, he didn't know how to like. At the beginning, it was bad. It was terrible. Like, he would just do some things based on him and him alone. Like, he wasn't thinking that, okay, whatever decision I want to make, is it going to affect this girl? Is it going to affect my wife? Is it going to affect us as a couple? So he didn't, or maybe talk to me about it.
Seeing that I've always been used to taking care of myself and dealing with stuff on my own.
Bad guy.
Let's focus, please.
Okay.
I have just developed that habit of, want to do something, take my decision, don't have it to consult anybody or anything except God, right? So once I have the go ahead, but when I got married, that had to change. But I didn't know it was even affecting her until much later, because then I just wake up, babe, we're doing this today, and she's like, when did we discuss? When did we?
That's me. I'm going to ask you.
When did we discuss
When
this?
did they discuss this? When did we
And
reach an agreement?
I just have a second thought, like, discuss. Did I need to discuss? My brain was not booting. We're doing it.
Men is not military marriage.
But it took a while. I had to just tell myself that no, you can't continue like this. Abba. You marry someone's daughter now. I will just wake up and just say let's do something, and you're not even crying the person along. So I had to learn that, because it caused issues, because sometimes I took some serious family decisions and they were going to affect her. Not in a negative way, but it was going to have to make her to make some changes, and she had to be prepared for that, right? So it just made me understand that, oh yeah, if you're going to marry someone, always be prepared to put the person in the boat. If you take a decision without telling your wife, even if it doesn't concern your wife, as long as it's about you, you must tell her. Not because she's going to say, oh, go ahead, no, go ahead, but just because that is how it's supposed to be. Right? Because at the end of the day, you didn't marry yourself. If you wanted to take decisions on your own without telling anybody anything, without being answerable to anybody, you should have just stayed single.
And it also makes the bonding stronger, because that way we're able to talk to each other about virtually any and everything.
It also helps with not keeping secrets.
Yep.
It helps because...
So, like, which secrets do you want? Do you have secrets?
I don't have secrets, right? Unless I just thought about something now and I've not told her.
Exactly.
But she usually knows everything about me. So if we don't even develop the habit of discussing with your spouse about stuff, right? And sometimes, I felt sometimes, although it took a while, but sometimes on some matters I felt you were not knowledgeable enough. That was when we just started. So I felt, why should I bring this matter to you, even though you do not have enough knowledge about it? So I felt you could not advise me,
But I was feeling like she's just a small girl. But the wisdom that is here.
It's wisdom from God.
It's wisdom from God.
So one thing I realized was that, I'm the groomsman, right? And however my wife turns out is my fault, whether good or bad. So if I want her to be able to give me world-class advice or superb advice, it's my duty and responsibility to make sure that she's in that space and she's always learning stuff that can help, because two heads are better than one in this race. Right? So yes, you might be very smart as a man, you might have everything that you need, you are very, self-sufficient and okay, but you can be better if your wife is in that journey with you, because they have this intuitiveness that God has given them. They can see things that we are not seeing. Our minds sometimes can be very clouded. I've jokingly called her my assistant Holy Spirit many times, because there's some things that she would see and say that even me that I've been praying and all, I bring the name phantom it. That is the way God has just made women. They are very beautiful creatures like that. Thank you, my love.
You're welcome.
So it's just to tell us, it taught me a very valuable lesson that if I want her to be smarter, expose her, teach her, let her learn these things, explain it to her, and get advice. Don't just shut her up and say, oh, you cannot know it, you don't understand it. Then maybe you have a female friend that you are taking advice from.
Or in that aspect also, it could be like maybe you're looking down, like you don't look down on your partner. Like no matter what you think up there, that you are more, maybe you have more knowledge or more wisdom than they do, or maybe you're older, which I believe like 80 or 90% of married people, like the husband is older than the wife. So irrespective of the age, I believe like there's nothing wrong in you discussing some things with your wife, even if you feel like she doesn't know much about. Just discuss it with her, explain to her, let her know about it. What is the thing? Because what's the essence of being in a relationship or in a marriage? And and you cannot discuss things with the person because you feel the person does not have the sense. Like if you feel the person does not have the sense, teach the person, make the person interested in what. I feel like that should even come in courtship. Like you're doing something, or maybe you're involved in a particular kind of, maybe a kind of business. Like you need to let your spouse know about it and be sure if she's even interested. So except if she doesn't have issues with you not discussing it with her or not discussing it with him, because it could be a two-way thing anyway. True. So so that's one of them.
One of them. So this very interesting one, right? What no one told me, right, about marriage. I grew up with one mom, one dad, and one sibling.
Are you supposed to be two?
I'm heading somewhere.
Okay.
Right? And many a times, my mom was very hardworking, and she hardly ever required our presence in the kitchen, you
My
know.
mom was like that
But
too.
we were doing house chores and the like. So, although I grew up with the mindset of women are supposed to handle, kitchen work, clean the home, which is normal women stuff, right? But when I got married, right, my wife did not have that same mentality. Our mentality was that you are supposed to help me, because sometimes it can be very hectic and tedious, and she might be exhausted, especially if she has to work, work all day, come,
Work, do business.
do business, come back home, do stuff, now start kitchen work, then come back and take care of me again, it can be very exhausting, right? So, what no one did tell me was that I have to help her. I learned that one in marriage, and I'll be very honest, because when we just first got married, I just leave her, in kitchen doing her stuff. I'm doing something
I'll
else.
just go and meet this young man. Please, I beg. There are plates in the zinc,
So
waiting for who to wash them.
so it now became an issue of, we now splitted the house chores based on expertise. So I became the
Plate washer.
plate washer. No, I'm wearing the badge of honor.
I think I don't. That was when, because we didn't have a dishwasher now. Because if there was a dishwasher, maybe he won't be doing that. Maybe he would have been doing like other
Something
stuff.
else.
Yes, and then he was doing. I think they're still doing it now.
What's
So
that?
I don't know. It's not like empty our bin.
I think so we had to split. We wrote down the list of things that needed to be done. Cooking, washing plates, taking out the bin, doing laundry. We now splitted it. Let everyone have what they are doing, because at the end of the day, right? As a man, it's my house.
Yeah.
I'm living in that house. If I mess the house up, I'm inside. So I shouldn't be able to relegate any part of that chore to anybody. If I could cook, I would definitely. I make some food.
It does try.
Do you get
There's
that?
sometimes when I don't feel like, sorry to cut you.
It's
There's
fine.
sometimes when I don't feel like cooking, and I was like, baby, please can you cook for us?
And that's when the face will change. That'll be
just
smiling.
like just like this morning now, when I woke up and I didn't feel like cooking anything, and I was tired, and then this young man, this young handsome man made me breakfast, because I was so tired. And then sometimes too, I won't even know what to eat. Like, I will just, as if I don't know there's food, but I don't know what I feel like eating. So he does the magic.
Indomie warrior.
And he can make toast too. He's very good at making toast.
Yeah, there's some things I can do, and I bask in that. What's the problem? What's the problem? So it's just a saying to help your spouse, help. I know women usually do this stuff, but as a man, if you're listening to this and you're married, please help your wife. Even if what you have to do is just to go and ask her, okay, what do you want? Not necessarily you are cutting tomatoes or anything. Like, you just help her.
You
bring
don't do
stuff.
that now. He does that.
It took me time. I didn't fly there.
Yes.
So
now he assists in the kitchen. Okay, what do you want me to do for you?
It helps with bonding.
Yeah, a
because
lot.
You guys get to spend time more with each other. Because there's one time we just took and we examined our life. We realized that we're both working, full-time job, 8 hours, and then we have other projects that we have to do, and we realized that we're not actually spending time with each other.
Yeah.
Right. We spend time doing other things, but that time because when you are working with your wife in the kitchen, you guys can gist about stuff, talk about stuff, issues will come up, talk about family, talk about yourselves, but if there's
future,
but if that time is not there, if you guys don't create, if it's just, you relegate her to a woman, let her do kitchen work and all, you will not get the best out of your wife. See, there's so much that God has put inside this woman, and not just her, like every woman out there. And it takes a very good man to, to bring that. That's why we're called groomsmen. Groomsmen are used, that term is used in husbandry, or when someone like a florist, someone that takes care of a garden or something, you must be able to groom this woman. If you want a smart woman, like I said earlier, feed her with smart information.
A happy wife.
Do you get? If you want a happy wife, give her happy stuff. Don't squeeze face from morning till night and get at her from morning till night and talk down on her from morning to night and expect something. A woman is a multiplier. You give her one thing, she gives you back that thing 10 times. If she's happy now, it's because I've sown one tiny seed of happiness. The breakfast I made this morning. It's still working. Like, and I can see it. I love you too. And I can see it in her mood. All today, she was just happy doing stuff for me, things I never asked for, you know. And that's a small seed. So it's very simple secret to a very happy marriage. So
the little things
little
matters.
things it really does, especially for them. It does. It matters a lot.
Yeah,
A lot,
it shows that you care. It shows that you love us. Even if you say it with your mouth and do some other stuff, that's some things, especially when it comes to taking care of the house. If you assist, you enjoy.
Just even say this again, right? I know some women are strong. Some women are like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah, there's some women that don't even want you to assist.
But why? It's just like the woman. I feel the woman will be working 2 times more than the man, and give them a space of 10 years. The woman now begins to look older than the man.
Yeah,
that is a reality. You see a 50-year-old man, a 50-year-old woman, like the way they look is different. The man is still looking all young, and the woman is looking all straight, because kitchen work takes like 2 to 3 hours on their feet.
Not to not talk of when children.
Do you get? And you're not helping out in any way, guy. Your wife in the next 10 years will be looking older than you. Like, and then you now be looking like, what's going on? Maybe it also cause complications with their feet, you know, or their knees, because they've been standing for a long time. So help your wife, please. You will enjoy it.
Thank you.
I love you. You want to kiss me?
No.
Please, small.
No.
Small now. Please. Nobody will know.
Come here.
Nobody will know.
Alright, that's some of them.
Maybe there'll be a part 2. I
yes,
don't know. My wife is entering my eyes right now.
I'm not only entering your eyes.
No, I'm being honest.
You're no sugar.
I want to
I don't enter your
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
For watching this video today.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And if you stayed till this time of the video, you are an OG. You know,
real MVP.
And if you have been following us from day 0.
Yes, when we started.
We love you. Our first video is almost hitting 9,000. Is it close to 9,000?
I think it's maybe 8,000 something. Yeah.
Views, and that's because you guys are supporting us.
Yeah, one last thing. Thank you for 500 subscribers.
Yay! I almost forgot. We hit 500 subscribers yesterday. And was it yesterday or today?
It was yesterday actually.
And we're so super grateful.
Yeah.
We are super grateful.
Thank you.
Like, when did we start?
And just like 2 months ago.
Is it 2 months?
Yeah.
That we made the first video?
Yeah, I think it was in October.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We are super grateful.
Thank you for the comments. And this particular video, please don't forget to like, share.
Yes.
Comment,
yes.
We love to see those beautiful
They keep
comments.
us going, really.
Yes, like even when we don't feel like, we are so tired to make videos. When
I
just read those comments like this, I'm like, baby, we need to do something. We need to do something.
Thank you so much. We are grateful. I wish you can see our heart. Like,
yep.
There's too much gratitude in there. We are super grateful. Thank you so much. We love you. We love you. Thank you.
Thank you. And bye.
Bye. See you in the next video.